Welcome dear students. In last lecture we completed practice set 3.2. In that we learn how to find out Tn. That means Tn formula. Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. By using this formula we find out the any term of an AP. How this formula is derived, that also I have explained you. Now today our topic is sum of first n term of an AP. That means one AP is given and we have to do the sum of all the numbers in that AP. And for that purpose one formula is there. Before going to that formula, in your textbook on page number 67, one story of the wise teacher is given. Go through that story. The aim of that story to distinguish between arithmetic progression and geometric progression. Dear student, all of you know that if I find out T4 minus T3 and this difference between the two consecutive terms remain constant, then that is called as a common difference, and this distance between two consecutive terms is remain constant, then that sequence is known as a arithmetic progression. Dear student, suppose I find out T4 upon T3. That means if I find out the ratio between the two consecutive terms and that ratio between two consecutive terms is remain constant, then that sequence is known as a geometric progression. To understand difference between arithmetic progression and geometric progression, that short story is given. Go through that story, read that story. It is very interesting. You will enjoy it. The main aim is to understood the difference between arithmetic progression and geometric progression. This year we have to learn only about the arithmetic progression. For your understanding, just you have to remember, if we take out the division between the two consecutive terms is remain constant every time, then that sequence is called as a geometric progression. It is also known as a GP. After that, on page number 68, another interesting story about great German mathematician Carl Gauss is given, and that story is also interesting. How the German mathematician do the sum of 1 to 100 numbers by using simple method that is given in that story. By using that information or that story, we can find out the formula for finding out the sum of first n terms of an AP. His teacher told him to do the sum of number 1 to 100. 1 to 100. For finding out the sum of the number 1 to 100, what he had done, he write here 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 100, and below that he write the number in a reverse way, that is 100, then here it is 99, 98, 97 like this, and here it is 1. Then he do the addition like this, 1 and 100 it is 101, 99 and 2, it is 101, it is 101, it is 101. Like this, he do the sum of all that numbers. And this 101 come how many times? 100 times. Therefore, he multiply this 101 with 100. Then he will get the answer 101 like this. And then he divide this number by 2 and he will get the sum of all the numbers from 1 to 100. Why he divided by these 2? Because he write the number 1 to 100 2 times. That means this sum is for 2 times. Therefore, he want to do the sum for 1 time. Therefore, he divide by 2 and he will get the answer easily. By using this method, we can find out the sum of first n terms of an AP. Simple formula we have to derive. Dear student, only by heart the formula, substitute the values. It is not the correct way to do the study of mathematics. You must have to understand how the formula is derived. If you know the basic concept, then you can solve any sum related with that. Therefore, always remember, don't by heart the formula and write down the substitute the values and find out the answer. It is not the main aim. You have to go through the proper way. You must have to know how the formula is derived, and then you will understand the basic concept behind them, and it is very easy to do the study of mathematics. Now see here, we have to see the sum of first n term of an AP. Dear student, all of you know that the formula for finding out the Tn is the a plus n minus 1 into d. This is the last term of an AP, we supposed it. Now see here, what we have to find out? We have to find out the sum of first n term of an AP. Now all of you know that the a is the first term. Then what will be the, suppose a is the first term, then second term, if the common difference is a d, then the second term will be the a plus d, then third will be a plus 2d, then it will be a plus 3d, like this, and the last term will be a plus n minus 1 into d. Got it? This is a AP. Here first term is a, second term a plus d, a plus 2d, a plus 3d, and so on. We get here a plus n minus 1 into d as a last term. Now we have to make the sum of all these numbers. For that purpose, we can write here Sn. Sn means the sum of n numbers. That means in that AP there are total n numbers are there, and the sum of total n number we can write it by Sn. Now we can write here, first of all we have to write here the first term is a, second term will be a plus d, third term will be a plus 2d, third term will be fourth term will be a plus 3d, and so on. We can write a last term a plus n minus 1 into d. As Carl Gauss write 1 to 100 number like this, same way we have to write. After that we have to write here the numbers in a reversing order. That means again we have to write Sn, we have to write in a reversing order. Reversing order means first of all we have to write here a plus n minus 1 into d. Next it will be a plus n minus 2 into d. Then here it is a plus n minus 3 into d. Here it is a plus n minus 4 into d, and dear student, it is a. Now we have to do the addition of these two. Addition of these two. Here this one Sn and this is another Sn, therefore it is 2Sn. Got it? Here it is one Sn and here it is another Sn. We got here 2Sn. Now do the addition of this. Dear students, see here a plus a, that will be a 2a, and here it is n minus 1 into d. See here, we have to do the addition. This a will get 2a plus n minus 1 into d. See here, again we have to do the addition of these two. This a plus a, it will be a 2a. Now do the addition like this. See here, a plus d plus a plus n minus 2 into d. Yes, students, see here, this a and this a, it is 2a plus this d into plus n minus 2 into d. Here 2a plus d, we have to multiply this d with this bracket, therefore it is nd minus 2d. Now see here, we can write here 2a plus nd, I write this nd here, plus d minus 2d. Then 2a plus nd, here d minus 2d, it is minus 1d. Got it here? Now see here, we can take 2a plus, from this and this we can take out d as a common, that we write here, and if we take d common here, n minus 1, therefore 2a plus n minus 1 into d, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Similarly, if we do the addition of these two, that will be also 2a plus n minus 1 into d. This addition is also 2a plus n minus 1 into d. You can verify this by doing the sum like this. It will be a 2a plus n minus 1d, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Every time it will be a same, and here also it will be a 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Now see here, dear student, 2 Sn is equal to, we get here 2a plus n minus 1 into d plus 2a plus n minus 1 into d plus 2a plus n minus 1 into d plus 2a plus n minus 1 into d. That means, suppose I write here this phi plus phi plus phi plus phi 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 like this. Now if I want to write it in another way, this phi comes how many times? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Therefore I write 7 into 5. Got it? Same way, this 2a plus n minus d, 2a plus n minus d, 2a plus n minus d, this come how many times? It is n times. Got it? Because we have to do the sum of n number, therefore n into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. I think everyone understood this. Instead of writing everything, I write here this number comes how many times? It is n times, because we have to find out the sum of first n terms. Therefore we multiply this with n, we get here n into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Now dear student, this 2 goes on that side, therefore Sn is equal to n upon 2, this 2 goes on here, it get divided, n upon 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Dear student, this is the formula for finding out the sum of n number of terms. This is the formula. By using this formula, we can find out the sum of first n terms of an AP. It is Sn is equal to n upon 2 into 2a plus in bracket n minus 1 into d. Now see here, this formula generally by if we have to solve the sums, we have to use this formula more time. It is most important formula. Now if we make some changes in this formula, now how to make changes? See here, it is very easy. Sn is equal to n upon 2 in bracket. See, instead of this 2a, I can write a plus a, isn't it? It is simple thing. 2a, I write here a plus a. Now dear student, write this as it is, therefore plus n minus 1 into d. Now see here, I can write here Sn is equal to n upon 2 into a plus. Now tell me, what is this? What is this? This is a plus n minus 1 into d, means this is Tn. Got it? That means the last term. Therefore we can write here Sn is equal to n upon 2 into a. A means the first term. Therefore it is a plus this Tn is equal to last term. Therefore we can use here the same formula is there, but we have simplified in another way, that is Sn is equal to n upon 2 into a plus a l, where n is the number of terms, then a is the first term and l is the last term. That means when, see here, dear students, it is a very simple formula, but we can use this formula by different way. See here, this formula we can use when we know the a, that is the first term, if we know the last term and the number of terms, then we can easily use this formula. If the first term and the last term is given, first term and the common difference is given, and we have to find out the Sn, then at that time we can use this formula. I think everyone understood the explanation about these formulas. This step you understand it very well. This 2a we converted a plus a, and this a plus n minus 1 into d is the Tn formula. Tn means the last term of an AP. Therefore n upon 2 is equal to n upon 2 into a plus Tn means the last term. Therefore we can use Sn is equal to n upon 2 into a plus l. Now dear student, till now we understood these two formula. Some application based questions are there, and at that time we have to use this. Which formula we have to use is depend upon the sum, which information is given, and by observing that we can decide which formula we have to apply. Three formulas are there. First one is the formula for Tn. Tn is equal to a plus in bracket n minus 1 into d. Second formula is for this finding out the sum, that is Sn formula, n upon 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. And same formula we can convert into another form, that is Sn is equal to n upon 2 into a plus l. I think everyone understood this. Now we have to go to the practice set 3.3. Dear students, let's start with practice set 3.3. First question is given in activity type. First term and the common difference of an AP are 6 and 3 respectively. Find S27. Dear student, see the activity type question is given. A is equal to 6. That means the first term is a 6. Common difference D is equal to 3. And we have to find out S27. That means, dear student, we have to find out the sum of first 27 numbers or the first 27 terms in an AP. Now see, formula is given. Sn is equal to n upon 2. Dear student, all of you know that to find out the sum of n numbers, we use the formula Sn is equal to n upon 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Then Sn means 27. Then n is 27 upon 2. 2a. Here it is, a is a 6 and 2 into 6 it is 12. Then n is 27 minus 1 into, here we have to write the value of d, and d value is 3. Common difference is 3, it is given. Now see here, 27 upon 2 into, we have to write the answer of this. That means we have to solve this and then we have to write the answer. In exam also you have to do this calculation and then you have to write. This calculation you can do on the rough page or on this side also you can do. Here it is 12 plus 27 minus 1, it is 26 into 3. This is 12 plus 78, and 78 plus 12, it is 90. Therefore, dear student, we write here 90. Now 27 upon 2 into 90, this 90 is divided by this 2, we get here 45. Now 27 into 45, if we do the multiplication, we get the answer, it is 1215. Got it? Therefore, these are the activity 2A. Here it is 3, here it is 90 and 1215. That means the sum of 27 terms in an AP is 1250. Now see the, we start with the second sum. It is question number 2. Now see what is given. Find the sum of first 123 even natural numbers. Dear students, we have to find out the sum of first 123 even natural numbers. Even natural numbers. Now tell me, which are the even natural numbers? First even natural number is 2, then it is 4, then it is 6, 8, like this. And such how many natural numbers are there? Infinite. But we have to find out the sum of first 123 even natural numbers. Now see here, this is an AP, isn't it? The natural numbers is even natural numbers 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. This is an AP with first term, that is A, is equal to 2. What is the common difference? Common difference D will be a 2. Even numbers, difference between two consecutive even natural number is a 2, it is 2. And we have to find out as 123 is equal to how much? That means Sn is equal to 123. Dear student, directly we use the formula. What is the formula? Sn is equal to n upon 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Simple, we have to substitute the values. Sn, that is S123 is equal to 123 upon 2 into what is the first term? Here it is 2 plus n means 123 minus this 1 into common difference is also 2. Now we have to solve this. It is 123 upon 2 as it is, 2 2s are 4 plus 123 minus 1, it is 122 into 2. Got it? Here very easy. Now we can solve this further. It is 123 upon 2 into 4 plus, do the multiplication of this, 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4 and 2 1s are 2. Now here it is 123 upon 2 into 4 plus 2, 44, it is 248. Now dear student, divide this 248 with this 2, it is 123 into 124. We multiply, we divide this 248 by these two, we get here 123 into 124, and it will be a 123 into 124, it is 123 into 124, we get here 15,252, and therefore, dear student, the sum of first 123 even natural number is 15252. This is our final answer. Therefore, sum of first 123 even natural numbers is 15252. Go through this sum, take the screenshot and then write down in your notebook. And now we have to start with the question number 31. Now see, we have to start with question number 30. See, what is the question? Find the sum of all even numbers from 1 to 350. Dear student, there is a one correction in that sum. See, what is the correction? Find the sum of all even numbers from 1 to 350. This is given. But correction is that the word from, you have to replace that with between. That means between 1 to 350. Now from 1 to 350. Now in book it is given from 1 to 350, but actually it is between 1 to 350. Now dear student, what is the difference between these two? Between 1 to 350 and from 1 to 350. Here, see, we have to find out the sum of even natural numbers. If it is from, then we have to include this 1 and 350 also. But if it is says that between, then it is, we does not have to include 1 and 350. That means start with 2 and end with 348. This is for the between. And if the term from is used, then we have to use here 2. We start with even number from 2 and end with 350. That means the last term will be a 350 if the word from is there, and if last term will be a 348 when it is the word between is used. Got it? That this is the difference between. If between is there, then we have to did not take this one and 350. We have to take the numbers between these two. And from 1 to 350, then we have to include this 1 and 350 also. Okay, this is the difference. Now see, the question is, find the sum of all even numbers from 1 to 350. Dear student, all even number between 1 to 350. Between 1 to 350. Now even number 2, 4, 6, 8 and last it is 348 because the word is between. Before that we have to the even natural numbers between 1 to 350 are 2, 4, 6, 8 and 348. Dear student, if the word from instead of between there is a from, then we write here to 350. Got it? Now see here. Now the formula is, what is the formula for finding out the sum? That is Sn is equal to n upon 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. I think everyone know this. For that purpose, see, Sn means sum of n number. That means for finding out this sum, we must know how many how many even numbers between 1 to 350. Without knowing that number, we can't substitute the values of n. We know a is the first term, that is 2. Then n we don't know, and this d is also we know it is 2. But without knowing this n, that means between 1 to 350, how many even numbers are there, we don't know. Then that means first of all we have to find out that. Then how to find out that? For that purpose, this we have to take as a Tn, and by using Tn formula we have to find out the position of this 348. Then that will be that much numbers are present between 1 to 350, which are even natural numbers. Got it? Therefore, first of all, between R 2468 348, this is an AP with first term A is equal to 2, common difference D is equal to 2, and Tn is equal to 348. Dear student, for finding out this position of this 348, we have to use the Tn formula. Therefore, we have to write Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. Now Tn is 348 is equal to first term is 2, then n we don't know, minus 1 into d is also 2. Now 348 is equal to 2 plus 2n minus 2. This 2 as it is, this 2 multiplied with n, this 2 multiplied with minus 1, it is minus 2n. This 2 plus and minus 2 get cancelled. 348 divided by is equal to 2n. Now see here, 348, this 2 is here is equal to n. Now we have to divide this. 2 1s are 2, 2 7s are, and 2 4s are. Got it? 2 1s are, 1 is remaining, 2 7s are, and 2 4s are. Therefore 174 is equal to n. Therefore n is equal to 174. That means position of this 348 is which place? It is 274. That means in between this 1 to 350, there are 174 even natural numbers. Now use the formula Sn. Now we have to find out S 174 is equal to 174 upon 2 into 2 into, what is A? A means first term 2 plus 174 minus 1 into 2. Simplify this. 174 upon 2 into 2 to the 4 plus 173 into 2. 174 upon 2 into 4 plus 'Now see here. See here, 174 upon 2 into 346 in plus 4. It is 350. Now 174 into this 350, we have to divide by this 2. It will be a 175. Got it? It is 175. Now we have to multiply this. It will be a 30450, and therefore S174 is equal to 30,450. Got it? We have to write here final answer. The sum of even natural number between 1 to 350 is 30450. This is our final answer. Dear student, try to understand this. For finding out this, you must have to find out how many even natural number between 1 to 350. For that purpose, we use Tn. Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. From that we get there are 174 terms. That means we have to find out the sum of 174 terms in an AP. Dear student, see the question number 4th one. In an AP, 19th term is 52 and 30th term is 128. Find the sum of first 56 term. See, dear student, what information is given? T19, that is 19th term is 52. Second information is 38th term, that is T38 is equal to 128, and we have to find out the sum of first 56 term. That is, we have to find out S56. S56 is equal to how much? Now dear student, see, information is given T19 is equal to 52. That is 19th term is 52 and 38th term is 128, and we have to find out the sum of first 56 term, that is S56. Now dear student, all of you know the formula Sn, that is Sn is equal to n upon 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. We have to find out S56, therefore we write here S56 is equal to 56 upon 2 into 2 into first term. It is given? No. Therefore we write here as it is 2a plus this n means 56 minus 1 into d, that d value is also not given. That means if we have to find out this, we must have to find out this, and for that purpose this information is given and we require the values of a and d. Now see here, it is 56 upon 2, it is 28 into 2a plus 56 minus 1. 56 minus 1 it is 55, d is there. Now 28 into 2a plus 55d, we solve up to this. Unless and until we don't know a and d, we can't solve this further. Therefore we leave as it is. Now see here, to find out the a and d, this information is given. Now start with T19. Here Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Now T19 is given, therefore we write here T19 is equal to a plus 19 minus 1 into d. Therefore T19 is known, it is 52 is equal to a plus 18d. Here we have to write it is given. What is given? T19 is 52. Therefore dear student, we got here a plus 18d is equal to 52. This is first equation. Similarly, we know T38, therefore Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Now T38, Therefore we write here T38 is equal to A plus 38 minus 1 into D. Now T38 is how much? 128. 128 is equal to A plus 37 into D. This is given. That means T38 is 128, it is given. Therefore we got here A plus 37D is equal to 128. Now see here, we got second equation. We got here second equation. Now see here, A plus 18D is 52. A plus 37D is 128. These are the two equations. And now we have to solve this. We must know, or we have to find out the values of A and D. Therefore, now we have to do the subtraction here. What is, or just do the addition. See here, add first and second. Here A plus 18D is equal to 52 and A plus 37D is equal to 128. Now we have to do the addition of this. Now see here, 2A plus 55D is equal to 180. Got it? 2A plus 55D is equal to 180. Now dear student, we got here 2A plus 55D is equal to 180. This is statement number 3. Now see here. What is this? 28 into 2A plus 55D. Now dear student, we can substitute 2A plus 55D is equal to 180. Isn't it? Yes. From and if we multiply this, then 28 into 180, we got here 5040. Therefore, sum of 56 term in that AP is how much? 5040. Dear student, see here. If we solve this, from this we can find out the value of A by substitution method. Then we have to find out then we can substitute the values. But here if we solve up to this, we come to know that we directly get the value of 2A plus 55D is 180. Therefore no need to solve this further. Find out A, find out D, no need. Directly we can substitute the values of 2A plus 55D, that is 180, multiply this, we will get the answer. Got it? Now go through this sum again and again. These are the important sum as a point of view of exam. Do the practice. One more thing I want to tell you, that solve the sums which are given in a book. That means solve sum which are given in a book. That also you have to do the practice of that and try to solve the sum. Thank you.